Okay, now I think we're set. Whew. How's everyone doing? Okay. Huge change in tone. Let me see if we can bring it down a level. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. We have our first thing is always clear. Turn off all the notifications. I mean, honestly, okay, there is a huge change in tone, obviously, between Salmon Run and this. But it also is good because it means I'm not trying to immediately go to sleep after playing Hazard Level Max. So we're all good. Okay, I think that was everything. Let's let this run. Look at this poor guy trying to like serve drinks here. Have you had any guests today? Oh, you've got a 212 guests today. Oh, it's a sushi counter. Interesting. People getting sushi before getting on the roller coaster. Okay, let us review. Yeah, actually, okay, so this is interesting. Previously when we'd work on a building and came back the next day, I'd kind of be like, yeah, I don't know if this is what I want. But this is the first time I've come back to one of these and looked at it and been like, yeah, no, this is right. This actually looks good. Imagine Kaiju attacks in PC2. Oh my god, that would be something. That would be some DLC, for sure. Hang on, I gotta fix the position here. So you can see everything. I've got the camera in front of the scenery tabs. There we go. I think that'll work, right? Oh, hang on. The camera is moved slightly. Okay. Let's try to... Not try to. Let's fill in some of this edge here. Wow. This is... It really is a big tonal change, isn't it? Seconds ago, I was going at full tilt Salmon Run. This is quite a bit different. Okay, let us... Also, I think the thing I realized is that we really need these on both sides for the effect to work right. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so let's put it here. Oops. Is that working well? Yeah. Okay. All the animatronic bits and bobs, you could make a big animated monster. So PC1 had the Kraken, right? I was actually thinking about that today, where they had the full-on like sea monster. Oh, and there was like a post, an X post from them. I think, like I only know about this because of a YouTube channel, but apparently there was an X post from them today, maybe, that showed like a postcard of a park, and it's unclear if that means like some kind of photo feature is coming or something, which would make sense. Although I mean, it sounds fine. I kind of feel it feels like there's much more interesting things to do than a photo mode, but we'll see. Okay, this one does not want to go in for whatever reason. Do we want them up that high? I don't know if we do. PC2 doesn't have many pre-made animatronics. They have moving bits you can attach scenery to. Yeah, that's true. You can make your own. That's actually a good point. Because the rotator things, right? Okay. So I think we might reset this, because there's parts of this I really like, but I don't think it's quite like compatible with this. So I think we might redo this and just keep this as like an idea for the future. I think. Let me think about this for 1 second though. Is there any argument to keep it this way? I mean, I guess the argument to keep it this way is that you could say that there's a balance between, like, the second level stuff has this wood material and the first level has this more kind of plaster / marble material. And so you could say this is like a first level lower part has plaster, as this does. And then anything higher would be wood, maybe? Here's another thing we could do though, while we're thinking about that. We could do this other thing I kind of wanted to do, which is let me try. This is pretty experimental, I guess. Actually, let me see what kind of wood this is again. Wooden floor. Okay. So how do we want to do this? I'm trying to remember how this works. So if you have a path, okay, let me start with a path probably. Oh no, I can actually start with walls. Still don't know why there's wooden and wood, but here we go. Okay, so we'll start with this. So what I'm kind of thinking we'll do is something like this building over here, but kind of on this side. Let's just see how this might work. I don't even know for sure. Actually, wait, let's see how big these are. Are these two squares wide? They are, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's just do a quick little experiment here. So what I was kind of thinking is it might be nice to have these like auxiliary buildings complementing this building, but then it'd be covered in a lot of like vegetation, but then have bridges between them, which I know sounds kind of crazy, but let me try to do an example. See what we can make happen here. This is one of these figure out as we go kind of things. I can kind of see like a rough sketch in my head about how this might work. Oops, not that though. And then what we'd need to make this work is probably something like, let me think about this for a sec. So we probably need like this one. So let's do the snap here. Yes. Okay. Wall. Okay, also, the VOD of... Oh, is it maybe not up? I was gonna say the VOD of playing Hi-Fi Rush should be up. Although I don't know offhand if the audio got muted because there are some licensed songs in there. I didn't know about... P2 mentions streamer mode after I started. So it's unclear what might be the case there. I mean, I guess the game is there, or the the VOD is there, but it might be muted. Okay, so is this at all a good idea? Let's find out. Actually, let's leave that open for a minute. I'll try to figure out how this is going to work. So the idea was sort of like, maybe we could do something like, actually, you know what? Let's go one level higher. Ewok Village, but with modern architecture instead of trees. I mean, that actually is a pretty apt description, I would say. I hadn't thought to phrase it in that way, but I think you may have sort of nailed it. Because I sort of had this realization looking at a bunch of reference material that if a park or anything like a resort or like just like a living space has purely functional components to it and no kind of larger like vision for what the experience or feel should be, it'll just feel very like pointless. Like it won't evoke any sort of like excitement or whatever. And so it's sort of like, well, what could we do to... Wait a second. First off, what's going on here? What could we do to make it more... give it a little more like life or like human touch or whatever. So I thought one thing might be to have some make it feel more like a Nihilhogg village. Okay, so if we do this... don't know. This is a bit of an experimental part of this. I don't know what the right arrangement here is going to be. Oops, that last one was not quite right. Would we go all the way down for this? Let's see. Okay, first off, I think I did the wrong distance. Is that right? Wait a second, what's happening here? Yeah. Yep. Okay, my cat is going to want to try... Wait, did I do this right? Yeah. My cat is going to want to try to jump on my lap. Historically, this doesn't go so well because she wants to be the only thing I'm doing or paying attention to. So we'll have to see if she's willing to sit down on the lap or if she's going to, in fact, grab my mouse hand, take it away, which is usually the case. Is that what we want? Maybe not. Let's try maybe this. Is that not quite right? What did I do over there? Actually, how did I do that over there? Huh. Wait, what? That's very confusing. I guess I did it that way. Okay. Although, oh, it's like not equal. Okay, so I did it wrong in the first one. Okay, got it. I also have sort of an idea of what to do for the lighting for this. So we'll see if that'll work out. That's my hand. Oh, the cat thing. Yeah. She she definitely doesn't see any benefit to me using my hands for anything other than scratching her. I think for her that's just sort of an anomaly. It's kind of like, I mean, yes, you can go ahead and use your hand for the mouse, but I mean, obviously that's not what it's designed to do. You know, I think from her frame of reference, it's like, well, we talked about this. Okay, is this a thing at all? I'm increasingly feeling like having it on both sides is not going to work. It's just looking a little samey. So let's try bringing this down. I mean, there is another way to try this. Let's see what this does. That's maybe an option. Then maybe even take one off the top there. It's not quite so much. I mean, it's all one big experiment. So then in this scenario, what we would do is probably make, well, two things, I guess. make a pathway here. Where would that be? Probably here. And then make another pathway here-ish. Something like that. Let's see how this looks. Ooh, that feels so warm in here. And then we might have another one. Although what we... $680,000. Okay, come here. We'll see if she wants to sit down. I have to do one initial rub on her head, so she's satisfied that I've done some scratching. Okay. No, she's literally grabbing my hand already. Okay, sit down. Sit down. It's really adorable. It's just like there's just like no way I can continue to do anything. But it's funny because she'll grab it and she'll like pull it to her mouth and lick it, and she'll be like, no, no, no. Sit down. You can do it. Okay. I mean, you can even touch my hand. I just have to keep using it. Okay, we'll try. I'll see what happens if I just keep using it and see if she like gets the idea. So the idea would be, now she's headbutting my arm. Very strongly, I might add. Can we sit down? Sit down, sit down, sit down. Sit down, sit down. Oh, cats are really strong too. You can't just like push them anywhere. No, 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 no. Sit down. There we go. Okay. I like how you can see the, I don't know if it shows up on stream, but you can see in the distance, the rooftop bar over there, which is nice. Okay. So what I was thinking here is that maybe in order to match this other design, we could swap out some of these pieces and try swapping in. I don't think this will work, but I'm just kind of curious. This. In fact, let's choose like, what do we have here? Spanish gray, medium gray. Would this work by any chance? You could even try, hang on, we could even try like an inset. Maybe. It does look a little featureless, doesn't it? I don't love that. But maybe the greenery will help with that, but it still doesn't, it feels like it's missing something. But I don't know quite what it is. Just out of curiosity, so like what would happen? Oops. Okay, because this would be a path anyway. But let's just see. Because a concept, does this even work? Because it would be fun to see them walking like across this way. But I don't know for sure if there'd be like good reason to do it. That's a pretty far bridge too. Okay, and we'll put supports up if we end up using it, to be clear. Okay, so if we did that, and then let's do like a quick little preview with the terrain brush. Oh, it's not terrain, sorry. Scenery brush is what I meant. Temperate park trees. Forest trees, Mediterranean palms. Large trees. Okay, so what would this look like? Holy Moses, that's a lot. Although, interesting. So I guess the question is, are there too many types of vegetation on display here? So we could do Mediterranean trees. Or we could do palms. Or a bit of both is another option. I do kind of like this overall vibe though. I think it's like kind of there's something going on here. Something's happening here. Like let's come in here and like steal a couple of these trees out. Oops, hold on there, tree. Okay, so if we did this though, whoops. So what we could do, let me grab the path. Wait a second, I just noticed something. Do they play bird sounds if you have enough trees nearby? That's interesting. Okay, so if we did like, what kind of path would we want here? Stone shell, no. Rustic, maybe? I guess we can always change it later. Let's say 6 for now. Although, do we want to have the building there first? Here, let's put a little initial path down. Stamp builder. Just there's something there. Okay, now. Let's turn this off. Hold on. Is that too much of a turn? Or no, maybe that's... Hang on, let's redo it. I think the general idea is right. Okay, hold on. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Okay, so we're not going to connect that yet. I actually like these Mediterranean trees. There is sort of a question of, again, if there are too many kinds, but for now we won't worry about that. Just trying to get, like, find the right sort of mood here. And do we want, do we want the pure wood design? What if we tried a different type of wood here too? Just to get a little contrast. Because there's 2 kinds of wood, right? By the way, cat update, she has decided to sit on my lap, not scratching. Not getting scratched. Which is, I think in her mind is like an unreasonable compromise, but here we are. Okay, so which one is this? I think there's a modern wood wall, right? Or is that the dark one? What's this? This is the Viking wood wall. As we know, everything is Viking. I don't think this would be... Well, it's interesting. Is it too different, though? I'm torn. I kind of want something in between these two. There's just not that many materials. And some of the materials, it feels like they don't have... I mean, okay, here's how I think this should work. I think there should be a fixed set of pieces, or at least some number of pieces that you can just swap the material on and off. But as it stands, there's a disjoint set of shapes for the materials. So not all the breeze block shapes match all the wood shapes and so on, which I think is kind of unfortunate. Okay, so I think breeze block is not the one. I thought there was another kind though. Bamboo, I don't think we want bamboo. I just was looking for a little bit of contrast here. What's this? Breeze block. Brick, no. Divided plaster wall. Probably not. I mean, not that color, certainly. Just out of curiosity, let me see what this looks like. If we do like, what would this be? Oh, it's not even working. No, this is ridiculous. I mean, marble maybe? Marble block wall. I don't know if it's really working. Stone market wall. But there's no grid piece for that. Marble solid wall. AK Pietro? Is it an L or an I? It's an I, right? How you doing? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Happy to have you here. We are messing around with some crazy ideas. Are you interested in sort of a quick overview of the park? Always happy to do that for anybody who's interested. It's not the worst. Sure. Okay. I'll do the hyper faster high level one because it'll become probably more clear as we go. So this is the newest. We had like a regular, much simpler entryway, but that's what we're working on right now. It's sort of like revamping it, making it something better, bigger, better. First 3 weeks, once the game was out, worked on this jungle area. So there's not that many rides. So there's this flat ride with the sea serpent. There's this racing thing, which is not really working right now. I think it's bugged, but really nice to see like kind of like kart racing through the mountains and everything. There is a little food court here. There's the Wheel of Fire. In fact, let me go to do nighttime here. There we go. Wheel of Fire. There's also a riverboat ride that goes around the whole thing. And then there's this great little kind of pool area with a restaurant in the cave. And then there's a second pool up here with a flume and rooftop dining. So pretty happy with all that. And then over here is the newest area. Here, I'll bring the lights back up here. Which has this like nice restaurant on the entryway. Spent like probably like 3 episodes working on this. Pretty happy with this. Extremely popular. Has this upswing ride. Has like a bridge going between the different areas, which I really like personally. So let's see what time this is. And then a river rapids ride, kind of inspired by like Pirates of the Caribbean. Pretty happy with that. A lot of the stuff here was ideas from chat. It's like a pirate village. You like rides? Nice. You jump on this one. Coming, let's see, is this one going down or up? I think we're coming back. Let me see if there's another one that's like on the way down. Yeah, I think this one's going up. Here we go. Splashdown. So that's pretty nice. And what else do we have over here? Then we have this like crazy popular pool over here, which is like kind of like a white sands pool, I would say. And a bunch of kind of stuff in here in the corner, services. And then eventually this is going to be another kind of underground area with like all kinds of who knows what yet. And yeah, and it all looks like pretty great at night as well. There's a bunch of lighting everywhere. So yeah, that's what we've been doing for the most part for the last, between those two, I guess like 6 weeks. Looks pretty great, I think. But yeah, we had this main entrance that was like kind of not really anything particular for a long time. And so now we're working on that. Tried a bunch of takes on this, but this one I think is working pretty well. I'm pretty excited about it. The thing I had to figure out, what if that pool's popularity is part into it being shaded? I thought that's actually an interesting idea. I thought it was popular because it was the newest one, but I actually don't know that, or possibly it might technically. Well, I guess they're about the same distance from the entrance, right? Or that one is maybe even a little closer. That's interesting. I hadn't thought about the shading though. That is, I don't know. So, I don't know if I've seen this viewpoint of it before though. It's actually a good screenshot. Okay, so rapidly this is just turning into, who was it yesterday that said, Kay, was it you that said Planet Architect? Or was that Priesty? I think it was you, right? Yeah, but it is rapidly turning into Planet Architect for sure. Okay, I think for now, just because I can't find another material that looks particularly good. Whoops. I think for now we might just go with the all wood until something else presents itself. It's a good option. Although I wonder if we could do kind of something like this to make it a little bit more interesting. Just to provide a little bit more sort of visual interest. Okay, so what's happening here? Okay. Yeah, so then the plan for Pirates Cove, which is that other newer area, is to put a bunch of rides back here in the back. So have the like 1, 2, 3 at least rides, and then probably have this other riverboat ride go around the whole extent of it. Actually, I forgot that we extended it all the way out there, but yeah, it'll go all the way around, so it's like transport. What time do I have this set on right now? 8 a.m. Okay. So this could be. I guess there's a question about. Sorry, it was louder than I was expecting. My cat was like, "What is that sound you just made?" I guess the question is, how do you get up there? So you could do. Oh, could do like a path up there. The Jamie Fox, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. So we could do like. Oh, it would be interesting to have the path continue here. I'm trying to think how this would work. And why are these not the same height? I don't know what's up with that. But it could make it like one continuous connected structure. So you could walk up here and walk around. That's actually quite interesting. But I think the key thing to make this work... Here, actually, let's bring this out one. There we go. Just to give it a little depth. The key thing to make this work is somehow there's got to be a way up from here. Well... is that true, though? Maybe not. Maybe in the bottom here we could have... Okay, how about this? We could do custom shops. What would we want to have over here? Just a memento. Oh yeah, we actually don't have to do the stalls even. So we could do the counters. Okay, so here's an idea then. What if we had sort of, hey, here's an idea. Elevators. I wish there were elevators so much. That would be incredible. If there was a way, okay, here's an idea. Here's something I would love to do. If you could put a counter here with some service that we can then decorate the rest of the space as if it is the actual business. But I'm looking here and there's like, there's the gift stuff. So I guess you could do like a gift counter. And then we could find various and sundry to like put around. I'm just trying to think how this would work. So if I do this. Like what could you, I guess there's plenty of stuff that could serve as like a gift. But I offhand don't know what that might be. Okay, maybe we won't have to worry about that just yet. But whoops, my cat is slipping off my lap. But we can put that there as like a temporary like reminder, basically. Is that facing the right way? No, it's not. There we go. Okay, that's better. Wait, which one is this? That's fantastic. Okay. My cat is literally slipping off my lap. Okay, do you want to get down? Okay. Splash Emporium with different floats. So the only thing that's holding me up from doing that is I think the Splash Emporium is meant to be close to the pool. Because I think they're more likely to buy it if they're like right next to the pool. So we could, I mean, arguably, we could make this a pool that you swim in, but it might feel kind of weird, possibly, to have people kind of swimming around the building. But this is me just thinking out loud, obviously. Also, let's try... What if we could bring... Oh, you know what we could do? Put some of the planters in there as well. I don't know. We'll come back to that one second. I just want to figure out what we could possibly put there. Let me grab this building and use it as a... I guess we can even save it as a blueprint. Just in case. Let's say... Okay. Hey, serious question, because I haven't watched a Star Wars anything in like a very long time. Are Ewoks still a thing? do they appear in the movies at all? Because I've never really been that into Star Wars, and I'm like aware of what Ewoks are, but I sort of haven't heard of them or from them for a long time, so I have no idea what their story is. Buildings? Let's say medium. I'm not really going to use these filters anyway, so 6 filters selected. Theme. It's definitely not mythology or resort or planet coaster. Maybe nature. Region? No. Brand. Guest age restrictions. Weird. Okay. Save blueprint. Okay, so now I think, what does it consider this? Scenery, blueprints, my blueprints. Oh my goodness. Why did it, what? How did that happen? Oh, it's part of the building. How did that happen? Interesting. Wow. Okay. I mean, okay, let me unwind that. Fortunately, this one isn't very complicated, so it's not hard to fix. That's weird, because I don't actually remember ever associating that with the larger building. That's really surprising. Like, I thought I almost very specifically did not do that. But apparently I was wrong. I'm also glad I'm doing this before I put a bunch of plants on and stuff. Because Because the plants, I think, should be added separately for each instance of the building, obviously. Okay. Also wish the multi-select didn't... oh my god, I forgot to hold down shift. I was gonna say I wish the drag select, excuse me, the multi-select tool didn't pass through the geometry, because it makes it kind of useless, I think, because you can't drag select stuff, because it would select everything back there in Pirates Cove if I did that. So kind of not super helpful, I would say. Which seems like a pretty big oversight. Okay, so we're holding shift continually here. Just to be sure. Make sure I got everything. I think I probably missed a few panels over here. I did. I think. Did I get all these, really? Maybe not. Okay. I feel like this is going to be hard to get perfect. But maybe it's... Oh, wait. Here we go. Check it out from the inside. Okay. I think that's right. So let's... split from building. And then save as blueprint. And then tower. And save. Okay, let's hope that worked. Toggle for that, yeah. You know, there's this really great idea in in Satisfactory. Which, I mean, they have a bunch of really good ideas for stuff like this. And one of them is a selection filter. And I forget how it's phrased exactly, but basically, if you start to select just scenery and hold the filter modifier, nothing else will be selected. So it's like locking it to that type of thing. So it will like avoid paths or avoid... I'm using the Planet Coaster terminology, but it would avoid certain types of things. Very useful. Okay, please tell... Okay, that one worked. Thank God. Okay, so if we did this... unfortunately now the only problem is the grid. It's a little wonky. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so this is the other problem. Add to building on, but add to what building? Add to building. So if I edit building, scenery, this thing. Okay, so it does say add to building, but there's no grid visible. Why is that? Okay, so we see the grid. I'm going to grab this, and the grid is gone. Interesting. That's really unfortunate, actually, because I don't think there's any way to fix that. And now, in fact, it's split from this building. Estrellas, hey. Heading to bed. I'll have a lurk. Hey, thanks so much. Always good to see you. We're messing around with buildings and trees. It's coming together. It's looking... There's something going on here. I just don't know what it is yet. It's kind of promising. It's looking so good. I appreciate that. Very much. Okay, let's try one more time. So I think this time I'm not going to try to... I'm actually kind of tempted to... Oh, should we bring it back? Hang on. Let me see if we can reselect this. Okay. I think it's going to work better if it's part of the main building. There are some downsides to that. But the upside is that it's going to be in the same grid system, which is pretty important. So... Downside is that it's going to take a little while to select it, but we're talking in the order of seconds, not hours or minutes. So not that big of a deal. Actually, I guess the other way I can simplify this is put down some structure in the destination location first, So there's a grid established there. Okay. All right. Did we get everything here? Wait a minute, what happened? Hello? I don't know what happened. Yeah, this is like another good case too for subgroups being possible. So that at least if you like lose the selection or you want to reselect or whatever, then you get like you can select the whole group as opposed to manually selecting everything. I have to assume they're aware of stuff like that, but would be super nice. It's kind of what scares me too about doing the back of the main building. So I think it's going to take a while to select everything. It's kind of like a Jenga tower, or like, I guess maybe a little more like dominoes. If you just tilt one thing, tap one thing wrong, you're kind of starting over. Okay, let's grab this. Did I get any of these yet? No. Okay. I guess also if I have to replace some pieces out of this, it's not the worst. I don't get them all. Okay. Control X. Is that right? Let's make sure before we hit OK. It's a little far away, but that's not the end of the world. And actually, in fact, maybe it doesn't need to be perfectly the same distance. Okay, since I've got them all selected, do I want to try another one? Okay. It's giving us some options there. Okay, is this concept still working is an important question. A perfect imperfection, exactly. The path tool is the Joker. Oh my god. That's so true. Okay, so I think... Are these all at the same height? Okay, so I think we want to... Let's pare back at least some of this. I don't know for sure if all this is going to like go away. But I think at least for the moment we can pare back some of it. There are parts of this that I like. I also like this idea of just like sculpture sitting here. There's something very soothing about this like simplicity. Okay. Now the question I have is, let's go back to create custom, building, floor, modern, or whatever this is, wooden. Ideally, by the way, there's going to be some variation here that we don't have currently. Okay, does this need to be like this? Actually, why is this not matching up? Weird. Is that right? Oh, Okay, I think that's right. It's tricky because you can either have something in front of a wall or on top of a wall. I think we want on top of a wall. Okay, now if I go back this way, Is this going to meet up with something? It also doesn't have to be perfect, so it's not the worst. Because you can have the paths like change height a little bit. Okay, it's slightly... Actually, wait a second. Let's see. Is that... It actually... I think that's probably close enough. Little minor change in height isn't a big problem. Well, I'm kind of curious. Did anything get smashed here? I guess not. Okay. All right. I kind of like that. Like, I don't... Okay, here's the thing. I don't know if there's like a functional reason that all this stuff is set up this way. Like, it's hard to defend as like built around like a like a practical need. But I do sort of like the overall vibe, I will say. And I feel like it's kind of evolving, you know. The concept is kind of evolving as I put stuff down. So I'm kind of I like that. Okay. So we could put some trees down here. Maybe we should toss down a few planks here first, just to see where everything's going to be. Okay, so why is that one higher? Or is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, wait a second, maybe. Hold on. Wait a minute. Maybe is this one too low? Hold on. Oh no. Okay, well, whatever. We'll figure that out. That's like one of the easiest parts to change, I guess. Wait a second. What is happening? There we go. Okay. All right. Planet Architect is coming along swimmingly. Okay, so... So let's... I think what this is actually helping visualize things, having like the trees in. So let's kind of go a little bit crazy with that for a second. Although I don't like that particular layout, so let's try again. Let's try one more time. I think I like that better. We'll move some stuff so it doesn't clip or whatever, but... Okay, let's move these. I would like to have it close to the building. We can kind of pepper in some palms as well. Yeah, it's a little too much. Oof. A little powerful there. I'm trying to decide if the palms are... Oh, you know what we could do? Okay, hang on. Here's an idea. We could have the front end be sort of the palms, and then they sort of transition. How do we want to do this? Yeah, the palms could transition into this Mediterranean trees. Maybe that's an option, just to give it a little bit of like contrast between the different areas. I do like that, like a lot. Ewok village engaged. Let's see how it feels down here. Okay, it's a little much. We can fix that. Okay, let's make sure this is still making sense or whatever. Okay, let's not have the tree in the pool. Okay, is there anywhere else where it's like full on clipping? I think, oh, here's one. Oops, hold up. Hang on, not that. Oh boy. There we go. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, this is something about this is really working well. Okay, we need to fix the clipping. Oh, I guess also, okay, here's another thing we could do. Let's bring it down a little bit. So I like where that tree is, but I don't want it clipping through the path. Guess we'll scale it down. Okay, let's go with that for now. This is nice. Okay, do we have in the scenery brush, do we have bushes that are Mediterranean? Some Mediterranean palms, small plants. I think I remember these being kind of weird. They're just kind of all over the place. I mean, like, stylistically. Tropical rocks. Tropical trees, tiger rocks. But I think I remember liking temperate rocks small. Large. Yeesh. Okay, if we had trees, or sorry, if we had rocks, I think we're going to do it manually. Temperate plants. Let's try this. That's not bad. They are kind of going everywhere. I don't know why these brushes are so huge. Maybe it's just because that's the nature of what they're trying to make with the brushes, but do we like that? Doesn't feel quite right to me. You know, we could make a laurel bush brush. Maybe that's an option. Let's do a new one. Okay, hang on. Whoop, what? Yes. Let's do brush. Create new brush. Why does it think this is selected? Okay, there. Scenery brush. Create new brush. Okay, we're gonna call this, or maybe we'd say, what? Hello? What's going on here? Weird. Okay. Say bush brush? Is that a thing? Let's just, for now, add the laurel bushes. Oh, it's gonna make me click them all individually, I guess. Okay, are those all different? I believe they are. Random rotation, yes. Line surface, minimum scale, maximum scale, object spacing. Yes. Right. Okay. It's weird how it closes it. Oh, I don't want to change object, that's why. I thought change was like apply. Got it. Okay. So let's just try this. What's going on here? Done? It's made 3 of them. Nice. What is this middle one? Rock wall. What? It's gotta be a bug, right? All right. So be it. Okay, can I use it? Yeah. Okay. That is totally fair. So what if we can make another one too, which is hang on, what's it called? What are these called? Creosote. So let's call it creosote brush. Oh, maybe brush is redundant. Okay. Can I shift select these? No, I cannot. Okay, flowering. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. 4. Yeah, if you could shift select things, I think it would be way better. Okay, so close that. Save changes. Done? Okay. Oh, that's so great. Oh, I love that so much. Let's turn down the intensity just a tiny bit. Man, the custom brush thing is incredible. Although I think the spacing is wrong. Object spacing. 5 meters. What did I do for this one? 1 meter. 2 meter. How did this get in here? Weird. Haven't been saved. Okay, so let's do this. Edit. Let's go. Let's at least. Yeah, let's bring it down to 1. No, not change object, sorry. One. I don't know if this is too much, but let's find out. Okay. Save changes. See how that works. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I assume the intensity does that just reduce the total count of them? I think it does. Still feels kind of weirdly proportioned a little bit. Okay. I think it's generally working the way I was hoping it would work, though. But we can come back and do this actually later. Because I don't know for sure yet how the path stuff is going to work here. Okay. Okay, so let's zoom back out for a second. Ooh, look at this from the back. Doesn't it look great? Let's try turning this down. I want to see like what the effect is on the sides versus the object spacing in the actual brush itself. They're getting very tightly packed here. Looks pretty great. Whoops. Okay. I mean, I guess it's not realistic that the plants would grow under the building. It's really resistant to draw on the water. Okay. Oh my god, look at all these people. Okay, so we need a plan for how and where are they going to get to these buildings? And what will be in the buildings, I think. We can kind of figure that out as we go as well, to be fair. This one already kind of has a path set up. Okay, let's also zoom out for a sec and see like how this is all working. I think this is actually working out pretty great. Kind of tempted to put a pool over here. Oh, also let me try the other brush that I just made. Forgot to try that out. Bush brush is probably not the most descriptive. Let's say Laurel bush. It doesn't want me to save that. Oh. Okay, I guess I did save it. Okay, those are good too. I don't know if it's the right style for over here. It's more just kind of general greenery. But I could see us using that elsewhere. That's pretty good. Okay. Let's take a quick look and see how this looks at night. Because I think there's like no lighting on any of this right now. Okay. But honestly, adding the lighting is the fun part. So, or one of the fun parts. So I'm not worried. Oh, that does look so nice though, doesn't it? It's like very like serene. I wonder what the right, because what we could do. Okay, here let's mess around with this for a sec. Let's look at lights, because the lighting can like make the whole thing. So we'll get some options here. Okay, there's this. Okay, we don't want the tree. That's pretty interesting. There's this thing called what? Modern light? Okay, not that one. What is it called? There's some particular light. It's actually kind of nice. What do they call this thing? Pattern wall light. Because it sort of shines through the whole thing. I'm not sure that's the exact effect we're going for. How do we want to do this? Oops. Okay, now that is interesting. I'm gonna go like place it more precisely, but just to get an idea. See, how's this one placed? Straight down, okay. Okay, so if we did that, that does look very nice, doesn't it? It's maybe a little intense. Oh, actually, where did it go? Is it in there somewhere? Hello? Oh, is it like too buried in there? I realize it's like breaking the laws of physics there because it's shining through the scenery, but I'm not too worried about that. I wonder how I can make it look a little less shiny there. But I do like sort of the paper lantern effect there. Let's bring it over. Actually, maybe try bringing this one over a bit. Which way is it facing? Okay. Bring it up a tiny bit. And I guess the other way we could do this. Well, no, let's try this first. I wish it was much more of a smooth gradient. But I think it won't reach that far. Let's try with and without. Oh, okay. So what if we... Okay, here's an idea. What if we grab this, brought it down, rotated it, and then brought it up? Or is that too... Yeah, it's not going to work. It's lighting the other side. Okay. We'll figure that out. We'll figure out a way to kind of refine that. Okay, actually, well, let's see. Yeah, because then now this... Why is it... That's weird. Oh, no, it is working. Yeah. Okay, so we can move it around a little bit, but generally that is the effect. God, that's so nice. Okay, so let's grab this. Let's grab one of these then. And replicate it inside. See if we can do the same light up effect. You could even try like using some glass here. Maybe that would help. How could we do this? So let me try putting it here. And then... Is that 45-ish? Is that going to light it up enough? Probably not. Okay, so let's try... Hang on. Rather than that, let's try this. How about that? Kind of. It's got the right general feel. It's gonna be so nice. I'm super excited. Okay. So if we did this, is that on the wall? Oop. Oh, it's not quite rotated. Is it? What's happening here? Ah, there we go. Okay, for that matter, let's make sure that all the lights are all the way out. Yes. Yeah, okay, we're good. Okay, how's that looking? I really like that. It'd be great if there was some way to increase the power. Okay. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at this. Because we can do a similar thing for the main building, but I kind of want to try it here first, see how it looks. It seems like maybe it's a little too many light sources. I mean, ideally, what I kind of want is the effect where it's like the whole thing almost looks like a paper lantern. That's interesting. Might be a little too bright. So if we remove this one. Is that better? Let's stick with that for now. But it's not quite right, but figure it out. Also wonder, can we grab this? Put it like on the ground maybe? Yeah, something like that. Like that. It's not high enough. I mean, I guess technically we could put this in the trees. Because people do that. Oh, or light up the trees for that matter. Okay, I might need to come back to this. Not quite sure what we're trying to achieve here. Also, it might be that this is the wrong kind of light for this. Spotlight might work better. Okay, but I like the general idea there. Or it's sort of like I said, like a paper lantern kind of effect. That's pretty great. I guess we can put a roof on this. Keep forgetting about that. Kind of point of interest is like, what kind of roof do we want here? Because I don't know for sure. Do we want like a part like this kind of roof? Maybe. Okay. Those light's still here. Whoops. Ah, no, no, no. Okay. We'll check out the spotlight thing in a sec. Okay, okay. So then... So we'll put paths here. It is pretty far to walk, though. I guess they'll probably do it, though. And I think we'll have the monorail entry at one of these places. So funny. It might be interesting to see how this would look mixed in over here. Oh, God, that looks so good, though, doesn't it? I really like that. Okay, let's... Actually, you know what? Let's try this real fast. How this would look in here. So let's get rid of this. That was the right one, right? Hang on. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do... What is this thing called? I always forget the name. It's like so simple. Modern wall light. Tan. Okay, do we want to go bottom up or top down? I think top down, right? It's not working as well over here, but I don't know why. Why is that? Is it because it's higher, maybe? Maybe that is what it is. It's trying to snap to the plants, it seems. Figured out. Okay, how about that? It's not working as well over here, I will say. But why is that? It's because of these things. No, it is different for some reason. What did I do differently there? Weird. So what is different about that design? Maybe it is just the height. Okay, that's kind of working. So what if we did, let's try this. Oh, I see. Okay, so maybe you actually need them both below and above to get that glow effect. Because the building is so tall. That might be the case. I'd obviously place them better, but... Yeah, I wonder if that's what's happening. Interesting. Okay, so let's try this. Does it matter where... put them? Seems like it might. Oh, that's pretty good. It's a little uneven. Where on earth did I put these? There we go. It's close. It's not quite what I was looking for. It's a little too, it almost looks a little too theatrical, which is not really the desired effect. What do we do about that? What other options are there? And there are these things. I think we can scale. This is crazy. Is that gonna work at all? Oh, that's interesting though. Yeah, that is very interesting. It's almost exactly what I wanted. Not quite. So the problem that it needs to be continuous? It's not the worst. But it's still too like, it's not hinting at the effect as much as I want it to. God, what did I do over here that made it work so well? It's kind of confusing. Is it just because of the plants? Oh, you know what? It might also be interesting. Okay. Okay, so it definitely looks different from the top down. It seems like an important note. If we grab this. Okay. All right. Okay, that looks pretty good. So maybe maybe part of the problem here is the plants do interfere with the visibility of the light. Which completely makes sense. Which kind of partially makes me wonder, do we want... It's hard to tell. Like, it's hard to know which to optimize for. Like, the daylight experience or the nighttime experience. I guess ideally you want both. But the way the plants are reflecting looks kind of weird. I don't love that. I think it's just a limitation of current computer graphics, but... Not sure what to do about it. Oop. Like, that looks pretty good. But that looks like way, way, way better. Because of the nature of the way the plants are reflecting. Like, that looks way better. I mean, is it too boring without the plants? I guess is a key question here. Or could we possibly do it with the hanging plants? Not that. I've never loved the look of these. Kind of torn here. Okay. Okay, let's bring the lights back up for a sec. Okay, so the advantage of this, let's see. This works better during the day. This doesn't look too bad. I wish there was some way to compromise on it. Okay, so one way around this might be... This is kind of intense, but like... What is this called? Fruit Cushion, thanks so much for the follow. I love that name. What was this thing called? Or is it a separate category? Topiary. That's what it was. So here's a crazy idea. We could try to... do this. It's not gonna look super weird. Because I don't think this is gonna work. This is... I mean, it doesn't have to be this way, but I do sort of like it. So now if we go back to nighttime... That's pretty good. That does look really good, doesn't it?
We take the cushions off, unscrew the legs, take the mattress out, and this whole thing's going to be a lot simpler.
I think if I possibly unscrew the legs and take the mattress out, this might actually work better. That's where I'm at right now. Herno, I appreciate that reminder. Okay, this is not... It's... The only downside to this is it's a little bit too perfect or whatever. But I guess, like... Okay, here's another way we could do it. We could kind of split the difference between the two. Laurel. Or wait, no. What's this one called? Oh, this is Laurel. So we could do, like, some of the stuff on the side and, like, scale it down. this actually rotate the right way? Oh, but the colors are way different for that. It's not the worst, though. There might be some way to, like, combine the two. I just need it to look a little less perfect, I guess. That's what it comes down to. Shouldn't look like painted on. You could spam it for the whole... I mean, I feel like a lot of the games that I play kind of fit that criteria, to be honest. I guess because it's sort of like the thing I like in games is like figuring out something new. So it would make sense that that would show up a lot. Can we get away with this? Because it does... Okay, let's think for a second. Because having it work during day and night, I think is a pretty big priority. And I don't think the way that this stuff reflects at night is going to work. Could possibly split the difference a bit. And just have some of this along the bottom where the lights won't reach. Oops. Oh, that's interesting too. What? Oh. Okay, so that is pretty close to what I was trying to do. I could possibly even do this. Okay, it's struggling to get this in the right place. So if I grab this, bring it down here. Oops. Because the thing is, depending on where we're looking at it, it needs a different effect. Okay, that is pretty good. That is pretty good. I think that's actually quite... Yeah, that's a lot closer to what I was hoping for. The question is, can we do it with the bushes here or not? Do we have to go with the topiary? So let's try grabbing this. Okay, so that looks great. Oops. There's another way. I guess you put the topiary on the top. Like that. But then it's just going to block everything, I think. I mean, there's interesting parts of both of them. Oof, got bright, sorry. Seeing the green in the middle is actually kind of a nice effect. So yeah, so I think the kind of floaty, or like just the crazy bushes in no particular place is not going to be quite the best. Because it's going to conflict with the lights so much. But at the same time... this is tough. Not sure what to do. I mean, if we ran the... Yeah, I want it both ways. I want the green showing up, but also the light shining through. Is there any way we could like kind of pull off both? Like what if we did this? That's maybe a little too much. Well, let's try it though. Like maybe like that? That could work. That's interesting. Maybe that's the solution. Just leave some breathing room for the lights over on the side, but don't make it completely empty. Which is actually kind of nice too, because it looks like it's like growing from the planters up here, which looks way better than just like kind of hanging there. So let's try that. Let's try that on this side. Like that. Wait, what happened there? Wait, what? Oh. Perno, how you doing, by the way? How's your day going? Oh, they're slightly rotated, I guess is the reason. Let's try that. Actually, we can even do, let's try this. And then like that. So we have over here.
So we're gonna take the cushions off, unscrew the legs, take the mattress out, and this whole thing's gonna be a lot simpler. It's easier than we're making it.
Hey, Zai. How you doing? How's your day? Okay, there we go. Oh, I see what I did wrong there. Okay, so do we need this one? Yeah, I guess we do. Okay, that's fine. Then we'll grab this one as well. Is that working? So then we can tear this down. Let's pull this out for now. That looks pretty great. And we'll do it through the top, obviously. I think that's kind of the effect I was going for. Oh, Zai, that's so nice. I appreciate that. Appreciate you saying that. So what we've done here, check this out, Zai. We're I don't even know for sure what's going to be in the building yet. Buildings, I should say. We've kind of done this like paper lantern effect that I really like. And so I'm going to spread that around to the other buildings. Like this. And the thing I was just trying to figure out is like a way to show the plants during the day, like the hanging garden style, but still have it not block the lights at night. And there's just like a bunch of different options we were trying there. This is kind of interesting having the topiary. Maybe you can even do that as well. Let's see. Let's try 9 a.m. here. I like having the pool down here. Bought some rocks and stuff. This is, honestly, this has really come together great. I mean, you almost can't even tell from the front right now because we don't have an entrance, but like in the back at least, this is like really what I was hoping for. we have a light in here? I think we do, right? Oh, look at how... Oh, this is so nice in here. This is just like a nice little place to like walk around, right? Walk through the trees. Six. Do we want 6? Can we do... how do we want to do this? I mean, could also even do something wild, which is like... Hang on, I can't even see the selection. Like that. So you could walk through it? That's kind of crazy. I kind of like that. I mean, that's nice in a way. But it's also nice, the idea of like walking through here. Oh god, that's so soothing, isn't it? Torn. I really like both. I like the idea of it being like a little enclosed space, but also being able to walk through is nice. So maybe you could split the difference and make it just like one side is open or something. Can we see? Well, I guess maybe glass is the better way. I can't tell. I'm torn. Because I don't want it to just be like a walk through. That is sort of nice. Okay, well we don't have to make a decision on that right now, so that's fine. Okay, so then grab this. Pull this around here. Pretty much. Yeah, the Lantern effect is great. Yeah, I agree. It was really nice. I do like it. Okay, so if we do this... Is this like working? I guess I would want to stamp this. Or maybe even a bit more. Hold on, let's redo that. Maybe more? Oh, that's nice. I like that. Whoops. Got lost there. Okay, so can I continue the path on from there? Sort of. What happens with that? Oh, it like cuts into the pool. Too steep. Like struggling to like look through the trees here. We should try reducing the size, maybe? How do we do this? So I guess we go through the... I really want this to come this way. I guess maybe we could pull the pool back a bit. Let's see if we can do that. This is tricky though, because I don't know... I haven't tried to resize an area with curves in it. But maybe it'll be fine. Does that work? Wow, that's actually quite incredible how well that works. Wow, that's actually very impressive. Okay. So now I should be able to do the path thing the way I wanted.
I've never touched it before. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, Erno. That's incredible.
All right, anyway, I'm gonna figure this all out.
That was amazing. 10 out of 10 redeemed there. That's amazing. God. Every day they think about that, that's funnier. Okay. Do we want to go this way? Probably, yeah, so we can come over here. Is it this is the angle snap's not on? I guess that's fine. Okay. I don't love how kind of like wobbly this is, but it's probably not that big of a deal. Okay, let's try this. Nice, nice. That's fantastic. Like stuck in the trees here. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do the lantern effect there. Probably gonna have to do a lot of this tomorrow because it's like pretty time consuming. Look at all these freaking people. Jeez. All right. I mean, we do have 7,700 people in the park right now, so it's understandable. Let's move some of this stuff around so we're not stuck with trees in the middle of the path. That's really nice. Put a slightly different color in the gaps to make it look like waffle biscuits thing. That's amazing. I think actually, it's funny, you say that and now I'm wondering. Yeah, you can't actually change the color on this particular pattern. Okay. But I'm down with the general idea there, for the record. I like where your head's going with that. Let's create a little variation here so it's not quite so samey. This is going to be great because right now there's like no transition to the pirate area, and this is going to make it much more sort of like gradual. So we'll blend the Mediterranean palms with the Mediterranean trees, I guess. I don't know if they have a more descriptive name than tree. Oh god, this is so great. This whole kind of... This worked out better than I ever could have hoped. This is exactly what I was trying to like visualize. Still need to figure out what to do here, but I think it's going to kind of come together more automatically now because of this other stuff. God, that looks so... I'm so happy about that. Let's look at it at night again. Hang on, let's back this up. Yeah, so the key thing here is like once the lantern effect, whoops, hang on, let's go even earlier. There we go. Once the lantern effect is like installed in all these places, this whole thing is gonna look great. I think if we have it both, it works even better from the top down, but this even that's pretty good. Something even more difficult. Oh my god. I kind of almost don't want this to be so intensely blue. I'm wondering what to do about that. So I think we're currently on... Actually, we could probably try this style. I think we're currently on this one. Yeah. It's a little bit better. Is that the case during the day as well? I wonder if that's a little bit better. Honestly, even if it was just like... Hang on, let's back it off. Oh, yeah, I think it is better. It's close. Like, it's not like... There's advantages to both styles. But I think ultimately... It just looks too intense at night, I think. Yeah, I think it's better. I mean, having even more options in the future for pools would be even better. Because this is interesting, because I don't actually want this to be a pool. Oh, it's open. How do these keep getting reopened? I want it to be like just decorative pool, which I feel like there should be just a straight up option for that. That just says like, this pool is for decoration only in the game, you know? But we're going to put some stuff around the side so it won't look so like... It won't be such a harsh transition from the pool to the trees. Get rid of some of the lights. I can't take these lights out in the pool, unfortunately. They're just built in. I have to figure out... I think we'll probably do something better than this wall as well, because it's sort of just wall. It's kind of... Excuse me, it's kind of generic. We'll do something here, but I think this is not quite it. Maybe marble would work better, actually. Oh, yeah, this whole thing is like, God, that's so great. Look at all the dappled light. I love the dappled light. Let's put a couple roofs on just so it feels more kind of finished. Oops, no. Oh, actually, let's not have the, Oh, actually, hold on. What is clipping through there? Now I think about it. Oh, it's this thing. Okay, let's not have it clip through the building itself. Okay. Is that right? Yeah. Nice. I mean, we could try to think of another roof style, but that's pretty good. I mean, I guess you could argue... Hang on, let's check one thing real fast here. What is this, wooden? Roof? Is there a wooden roof? Aged wooden roof. Not that. I don't think there's like a wooden wall. Okay. Wooden slope, but it looks weird. Yeah, you know, the problem with this is I think it's not... Like, the thickness of it is just very strange. It doesn't fit the like... I don't even know what the word would be, but it doesn't fit the style of the other ones. There's this. Ugh. No. Wood plank roof? Oops, what? I mean, I don't know if that's the way. I think maybe this like kind of minimalist style is like a good option. You know, it would be interesting to see. Okay, here's one other thing though. If how do we do this? So if I do this lighting, actually, let's bring the lights down for a sec. Or actually, wait, hold on. Let's see if we can make it a surprise how this would look. So if we did, I think it's this one. I don't know about the fire aspect of this, but let me just see what that would look like from a lighting perspective. Oh, that's nice. It's like too red. Hang on, so let's figure that. Fix that. I realize that's ironic, but... Let's look at... Oh, that does look really good, doesn't it? I wonder if there's just a version of that effect that isn't fire. It's just like one of the lights, but that is the effect I was hoping for. Actually, in fact, can we put it at the top? What the heck? It's gonna launch me again, isn't it? Yes, it is. I think it's trying to throw me to the edge of the building, but unfortunately the building is like quite big. Is that as dark as it gets? I guess so.
We're gonna take the cushions off, unscrew the legs, take the mattress out, and this whole thing's gonna be a lot simpler. It's easier than we're making it.
Okay, so if we did... I think it actually is better with that. But I don't know, I don't love it being fire. That doesn't really make sense here. I just need to mess around with some lighting options. Oh, actually, wait, hang on. There is one other thing to try. Just realized. What if we increase the size of this? Does that change the... Oops. It might? Oh. Oh, yeah, it does. A little bit. Tiny little bit. Okay, so let's see. Also, what does the lantern effect look like if we're down here? Okay, so I think what we've learned is that due to the way the lighting system works, we actually need to do this from both sides. Because it will reflect, I mean, it shouldn't be going through the building at all, but we'll just live with that reality in order to, because there's no other better way to do it. If we do this, and then bring it up a few floors, like that. Now we should get the lantern effect from both top and bottom. It does feel like a bit too much light though. That feels a bit better. Okay. I think it's pretty good. I wonder what it would look like with this up here. Okay, good. It was going to throw me across the map again. Not as nice. So I think that the idea that the light is like emanating. Oh, that looks interesting. I kind of like the more subtle, like you can't see where the light is kind of effect. I think that's better. Yeah, I like this. Should we... I'll come back. We'll come back tomorrow and like touch up the pools and everything. So having that effect on these 4, I think is going to look incredible. And then we'll fill out the trees and everything. Let's see how it looks like at the... Oh, look at how great it looks all together. See, now it looks like it all is part of one larger concept. It didn't really before, I think. We gotta fix... Still, we gotta do something here, obviously, because that's like not cohesive. I mean, that could also be... Okay, here's a wild idea. This could be a little like mini forest. Like outdoor / indoor forest. Maybe that's like an idea. I do really like this angle here. Like just to kind of like bring it all together. Okay, so let's get... I'm going to turn the daylight back on for a sec. It's fair warning. It's a little too bright. Or for the screenshot purposes. It's like a good time of day for this. Maybe that. Where did I have it before? Was that... Maybe that's where it was? It's so crazy that you can just hear and like just like tweak the time of day and everything just magically updates. Also kind of a question about like what's going to be in here. / how do they get up here? We'll figure that out. Then we'll put in some plants in that style. So like, I think the thing we figured out over here is that as long as the lights are not completely overlapping the plants, then it will work well. Let's put this out for now. Just sort through all these. Oh, look at how nice that looks from there. That's so great. With some more trees and stuff here. That's such a nice like surprise. Like you're coming around the corner and you just like see like this like great central focal point. Oops, get some key there.
Everyone in McKinney is dead.
Wow.
It's hot in McKinney.
Bird guy. This is not McKinney. Nobody's dead here. It's a very relaxing environment. How you doing, Bird guy? What's new? We had, ooh, look at that. We had substantially more McKinney opportunities at hazard level max before. Yes. 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 It's a good summary. this look like from over here? Look at all those people. Don't worry, folks. It's getting built right now. It's gonna be amazing. We're on track for the construction schedule. Pardon our dust for the time being. We're working on making the park better for you. If you're an investor, please take a look at your prospectus. Has details on all of our plans for the upcoming year. Not even sure if prospectus is the thing that would apply there, but it sounds right. I love this. Look at this. Brand new McKinney land. The McKinney Group has heavily invested in revitalizing this area with a mix of sort of like retail and residential, possibly some office space, premium office space. You know, it's sort of the blending of many different elements. I'm going to be spending like an hour trying to sort through screenshots, by the way. There's approximately 8,000 square feet available for lease at this time. And it is within the grounds of the Raleigh's World renowned, I would say, Raleigh's World Resort and Theme Park. So it really is like a premium area for whatever needs you may have. So I would recommend talking to our representative. Look at how nice this looks, and you can just like walk through here. You'd like to purchase exactly 1 square inch. I mean, we could probably work something out. Would this one work? I've seen this particular square inch before, and actually, I think it's one of the better ones. It's surrounded by other good square inches, so it's kind of like in a good area. Hold on. You don't like that one? Did you have one in mind, or? I mean, this one's also good. I'm actually a pretty big fan of this one. If you're looking for something a little bit more woodsy, there is this one. Or if you're looking for beachfront or like water by the water, this is also a good one. That one's good? Okay, hang on. Okay. There you go. I mean, we could be thorough about it. You're getting a bonus inch there. For the most part. Great. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty great. You do. Well, once you own, I mean, you're a real estate holder, but I wouldn't say like you're on the board or whatever. You're like not like a shareholder, right? You've just bought part of the property. Okay. Yes. I'm pretty excited about coming back to this and like fleshing it all out. Wow. Let's see. Still not quite sure. I do sort of wonder if like an indoor forest would work here, because it needs some kind of focal point. I thought about doing a pool. It feels like it might be a bit much. I don't know. If anybody has ideas, I'm up for them. What do we got? Maybe this? Ooh. I still gotta figure out if we're gonna put like paths up here or whatever. Also, let me just double check one thing real fast. There were people leaving their posts over here before. I wanna make sure that's not the case. Look how busy this is. Holy crap. It's crazy. Look at all this. Why is everybody over here? There's so many. Oh, there are 8,300 people in the park, I guess. So maybe that's fair. Oh, look, it even looks nice from over here. Okay, well. It's the best idea I got. Sleepy time. Okay, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. I had a really good time. I hope you did as well. I am going to be back tomorrow at approximately the same time, probably a little bit earlier than I was today. So around 10 p.m. Pacific. We'll be back working on this some more. I think it's looking pretty great. I'm pretty excited. Yeah. Oh, and also Fruit Gushin, thanks for the follow. Jamie Fox, thanks for the follow. And AK Pietro, thanks for the follow. Everyone, please have a good night. And hope to see you soon. Take care. Oh, hang on. Got the wrong. Let's try that. Meet Wad, see you. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Priesty, hey. Oh, you changed your name. See you soon.